The Gospel according to John, chapter 14, passage 2, the promise of the Holy Spirit. If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to be with you forever, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot accept because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you. In a little while, the world will see me no more, but you will see me. Because I live, you also will live. On that day, you will realize that I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Whoever has my commandments and keeps them is the one who loves me. Anyone who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love them and reveal myself to them. Judas, not Iscariot, said, Lord, why do you intend to show yourself to us and not to the world? Jesus replied, Anyone who loves me will obey my teaching. My Father will love them, and we will come to them and make our home with them. Anyone who does not love me will not obey my teaching. These words you hear are not my own. They belong to the Father who sent me. All this I have spoken while still with you. But the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and will remind you of everything I have said to you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. You heard me say, I am going away and I am coming back to you. If you loved me, you would be glad that I am going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I have told you now before it happens, so that when it does happen you will believe. I will not say much more to you, for the ruler of this world is coming. He has no hold over me, but he comes so that the world may learn that I love the Father and do exactly what my Father has commanded me. Come now, let us leave. Let us reflect on what God is saying through this text. In this passage from the Gospel of John, Jesus promises his disciples the Holy Spirit, who will be sent by the Father in his name. The Holy Spirit, referred to as the Advocate, will be with them forever and will teach them all things and remind them of everything Jesus has told them. Jesus emphasizes that if his disciples love him, they will keep his commandments, and he will ask the Father to give them the Spirit of truth. Jesus assures that he will not leave his disciples as orphans and will come to them. The world will see him no more, but the disciples will see him because he lives, and they will live. Jesus states that whoever has his commandments and keeps them loves him, and whoever loves him will be loved by the Father and Jesus, who will reveal himself to them. Jesus answers Judas's question by saying that he will show himself to those who love him and obey his teachings. The Father will love those who love Jesus, and together they will come and dwell with them. Jesus stresses that the teaching he provides is from the Father who sent him. Jesus gives his peace to the disciples, not as the world gives, but his peace, which they should keep in their hearts without fear or trouble. He mentions that he is going away and will return to them, and that the disciples should rejoice that he goes to the Father. Jesus explains that he tells them this so they will believe when it happens. He notes that the ruler of this world is coming, but he has no power over Jesus. Jesus concludes by affirming that the world will know that he loves the Father and does as the Father commanded. This passage highlights the promise of the Holy Spirit and assures the disciples of the lasting presence of Jesus and the Father in their lives. It calls us to love, obedience, and maintaining a peace of heart that comes from Jesus. Thank you for being here. May God protect you. Your friend greets you from the heart.